Embryo II. It was created in 1967 during the women's rights movement in a minimalism style. It can be said that Embryo II is a piece of art influenced by both feminism and post-minimalism. Linda Benglis was the creator of Embryo II. She was and has continued to be involved in the feminist and post-minimalism art movements. These two movements not only influenced the sculpture Embryo II, but most of Benglis' artworks. Linda Benglis is an American artist known for her wax paintings and poured latex sculptures. She was born in Lake Charles, Louisiana in 1941. She attended McNeese State University in Louisiana, where she earned her BFA in 1964. After graduating university, Benglis moved to New York in 1964. She continued her art education, studying as a painter of abstract expressionism. Benglis continued to learn and began to evolve her own methods of creating art. Embryo II is a part of a collection of lozenge-shaped-like sculptures Benglis created in the mid-1960s. Many of these pieces were made with unusual mediums. Embryo II is a sculpture with beautiful colors and unique texture. It was created with purified and pigmented beeswax, damar resin, and gesso on masonite. The size of the piece is roughly the length of the artist's forearm. Embryo II has a coral-like texture on the top, and this seems to ooze down over the piece towards the bottom, where the colors blue, green, yellow, and a muddy red appear. Benglis was able to achieve this effect by using a blowtorch to manipulate the beeswax into drying in certain ways. In a quote from the famous art critic David Bourdon, he says, "Employing a broad range of materials and acid hues, her best-known works record the behavior of a fluid substance in action. Alongside peers like Eva Hasey, Alan Sorey, and Richard Serra, she allowed the process of making to dictate the shape of her finished works, wielding pliant matter that can and will take its own." Benglis created the sculpture in response to works from the minimalist and pop art movements of the 1960s that, in her words, lacked a sense of theater. Her interest in the depiction of more organic forms and in the human body is apparent in the size of the work, which is equivalent to an arm's length in the smooth, skin-like quality of the wax, and in its allusion to labial forms. This is a quote from Leah Dawley, student curatorial assistant at Davis Museum of Wellesley College. Benglis's interest in gendered stereotypes extends to her pioneering videos. Works like Female Sensibility and Now, from 1973, play freely with arousal and submission, and question the role of the female artist at the height of the feminist movement. More provocative still were the racy self-portraits she staged in the early 1970s. Advertisements and gallery announcements in which she posed like a pinup or porn star. These sexual mockeries, as Benglis called them, satirized the art star system and the way artists use themselves, their persona, to sell the work. Embryo II is an influential and inspiring piece of art created by a woman who wasn't afraid to be out there and evoke a response.